How's it going, guys? Mask here, and we've got Jesse Anderson, who has joined the Duel World, and it's in GX, which is gonna mix things up for us quite a lot, actually. We're totally out of our comfort zone here. We cannot use any skills, any farm decks that we've gotten used to in the past. We don't have access to any of our regular Duel World skills. So what I got for you guys, this is going to be absolute, as low as budget gets. Don't even pay a full attention to this deck list up here. This would be a great time if you've never seen it to hunt down the Cerberus Guide for Beginners video that I have on my channel. It's where I'm going to go into depth on just how easy it is to build a Cerberus deck. I'll touch on it as much as I can in this video, but Chaz Princeton, guys, get Chaz level 13. It guarantees you draw sense low level. So this deck doesn't depend on any RNG, having to get skill drops that frustrate me. I haven't farmed with any of the GX characters myself, so I don't have any of the skill drops. So I don't expect you guys to. But I've just thrown together a very blank, straightforward Cerberus deck. Honestly, guys, filter your spell cards by glossy, by prismatic. First, filter them by prismatic. See if any of them fit in a Cerberus deck. Put them in. Filter them by glossy. Put them in. So what do I got here? Shooting Star Bow Seal. That's one of your options. You need something that allows Cerberus to do damage. You can run Shooting Star Bow Seal just to direct attack. You can run Fairy Meteor Crush. Allows you to do piercing damage because your opponent's monsters will be in defense mode once your Cerberus gets huge. You can run Big Bang Shot. That'll work as well. And then it's just knowing what cards work phenomenally in Cerberus decks. Obviously, there's going to be a tier list. I often like to run Murmur of the Forest. Flips an enemy up into defense position. It allows you to bounce a field spell back into your hand to double up and activate the field spell again. I'm not going to bother in this build. Spell Power Grasp. If you guys have this card, it's one of the best cards you can put in a Cerberus deck. Target a face-up card on the field. Put an extra spell counter on Cerberus. Cerberus then gets a second spell counter just from the card itself, and then you add another one from your deck to your hand. It's draw power and 2 spell counters on your Cerb. This card is fantastic. This is literally the best card you can have in a Cerb deck. Gather Your Mind is okay. The third one is dead, which makes me not like it that much, but it's easy card draw. I'm just throwing it in because I can. It's a spell card that does also draw from your deck. Going into any duelist, I'm always worried about card draw. And then I just have random prismatics. It's nice to have. I probably should actually have 2 equip cards in this deck. That being said, I might just throw the second one in right now. It can definitely help. Drop one of these Soul of the Peers. Nah, we'll leave it. We're running Shooting Star Bow Seal anyway, so it would make sense to have 2 equips and then Shooting Star Bow Seal. It really doesn't. There's so much versatility in a Cerb deck, it doesn't matter. And that's what I'm going to say. What I got up here, I could switch up half the deck before my next duel. So let's just jump into it. We got Jesse here hanging out with us on the right side of the screen as well. I don't want to hit auto duel. Let's jump in and hope this works. I've glanced at the deck list. I've looked at most of the cards. I feel like, honestly, Cerberus should work. It really should. So here's to hoping it does. All right, we're gonna Chaz it up. We don't start with Cerberus. Not a big deal. Do I Shard of Greed and get greedy? No, I don't. There's no need. That's the other reason I have healing, though. 5 of the cards in this deck are healing cards, and that is just for the times when I get nervous that we're not gonna get Draw Sense low popped properly. We did, though, which is fantastic. Here we go. We got the Cerberus out. And instantly Cerb's getting 4 spell counters, as it should almost every single time. At least 3. 3's gonna put it at 2,900. Very rarely. Actually, is there 3 cards we could draw in this deck? No, there's not. The only card in this deck that could screw your Cerb over is Shooting Star Bow Seal. That will not buff your Cerberus. You're absolutely good outside of that. That's a reason that we might want to not run Shooting Star Bow Seal, actually, because it's not a card we could instantly throw on Cerberus. Every other card in this deck is guaranteeing us we're gonna get a Cerberus buffed 3 times, which is perfect. Yeah, you know what? Just judging off how the low defense that most of these guys are showing, I would probably suggest using Big Bang Shot or Fairy Meteor Crush over Shooting Star Bow Seal, just to guarantee we're getting that instant buff on our Cerb. Not a big background music fan. Let's just end that. Let's see here. Oh, this is where the combos start coming. I love it. Spell Power Grasp. Boom. He gets 2 from it. It's insane. You can't play the second one, but we can play Gather Your Mind. And it's also drawing another card from the deck. It just, the farm starts flying. We're gonna pop a double Shard of Greed next turn. I wish I could disable that notification. It's almost the curse of my Prismatic Magical Blast. I have to run it because if you have one, you have to run it. How could you not? It's a Prismatic spell card. It's got to be in a Cerb deck. It has to be. But every single turn, you have to press no. Gather Your Mind. I'm glad I get to activate the glossy one because you don't get to use your last Gather Your Mind. It's the only drawback to that card. Can't use either of those. Dying Keto. Yeah, why not? It's going to be a feel out. I'm not getting comeback, or I'm not going to get comeback victory here. I'm going to have to see how I feel about that come the end of the duel. There's a duel assessment bonus on right now, so we have a little bit of wiggle room, which helps. So I definitely didn't go all out as far as fitting in points goes in this deck. I mean, I have a lot of prismatic points, which and you guys will too, because you can put whatever you want in a Cerb deck. So just load it full of glossy and prismatic. It helps so much. The last one of these I can activate. Perfect. You know what? It's probably not ideal, actually. You really don't need to put that third equip card, because often you're gonna find yourselves, I mean, this is if you're running 3 Shards of Greed. If you're not, then definitely you're going to want that extra equip card. But the Shards of Greed, you'll find them clogged come the end of the game, just like mine currently is. So it's going to take up one of the slots. And that third slot will be the Shooting Star Bow Seal, but I won't equip that till the very last turn. And pretty straightforward. You're just going to keep running it right to the end. By the time you get there, Cerb's going to be well over 10,000. You have 19 cards in your deck, 500 bonus attack per card. You're golden. Wonder One's giving you 1,000. There's a couple cards that every one of these every one of these, man, I can't remember the names of them right now. This is what happens when you stay up all night and you record after an event drops in the morning. Spell Power Graphs, they all double up on Cerb. You have a Roku, that's fantastic. It always gets you a lot of bonus attack in that last turn. Go ahead, steal it. Shooting Star Bow Seal goes down, and we are off to the races. Let's go. Cerb to the face. 13,200. So you know we got the over 10k bonus. And we are good. How is it going to hit the scoreboard? Woo, draw, send, spell, / traps. Always nice getting new things. So, on the scoreboard, we got dual victory, cards on the brink. I do have, and this is huge, all right, 1,900 in glossy prismatic points. But 1,900, 19, you could just put 19 glossy cards in here if you have no prismatics, all right? And, I mean, and 500 of that was extra. So you only need 1,400 points from glossy and prismatic. Put 14 glossy cards in this deck. And that being said, that is not getting comeback victory. Technically, I could have tried to push for comeback victory here. If you make up that extra 500, that means you only need 1,100 points with glossy. It's easy. You guys can get over 8k with this campaign bonus, especially easily with this deck. And this was a sloppy throw together for me. I wasn't trying to get low life. I wasn't trying to get comeback victory. You technically could try to fit both those in. At least comeback victory. I mean, that one's simple. But there we go. Cerberus working totally fine. That was level 40. Let me see if level 30 pops up or something pops back up. He should pop immediately up for me. This is not him, is it? No, that's Aster. Why do you guys all look the same? I've been hearing about people having them pop up once, twice, 3 times. What's going on? Come on. Show me the love. Nope. And nope. Okay, so it's gonna be a second. We'll be right back, guys. I'm fitting at least one more in here. All right. Actually, there's a new thing they've implemented. It's less of a roaming duelist and more of a duelist that appears after so many duels of your own. Take note of this message up here. Jesse has appeared in the duel world. It'll say, keep dueling and Jesse will appear. And then it'll say Jesse's getting closer. And then Jesse has appeared in the duel world. And that basically, since I've been gone, I did 6 auto duels and Jesse reappeared, which is awesome. This is gonna basically, in my mind, this is going to fix the problem with the roaming duelist. You can now just grind your way and get him to reappear, which takes out a lot of the RNG factor. Sometimes you were like, where is he? He hasn't been here in 2 hours. What's going on? But you could pop dual orbs, you could buy the 1 hour dual orb, and if you feel like you're really stuck, you can just get down and grind it out, which is awesome. I'm nervous here, actually, that he's gonna OTK me this turn. I have all this healing too. Okay, no, we're good, right? Yeah, we're good. The reason I was running extra healing is for times like that when I'm getting nervous. And well, actually, this if it was his turn, actually it was his turn too. So I don't know what I'm saying. Let's say I went first, he went second, and he hit me with the Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger. Then I would pop the healing. That's what the healing's in this deck for. Or one reason to make sure you put healing cards into a Cerberus deck. One thing I haven't calculated yet, and it's something you'll learn as you continue to do these farms, is what the safe threshold of Cerberus is. I know that Jesse has a card that'll buff his monsters by 800. It's a spell equip card. You have to take that into consideration. But I don't know what the safe threshold is, and that's knowing that just is always nicer on a Cerberus, where you can start kind of holding back on cards. You don't just have to throw them all down in one turn. Oh, we top decked the other Gather Your Mind, which makes the second one in our hand completely useless. The only reason I'm not a huge fan of that, and I have taken it out of Cerberus decks in the past, only one of the 3 of them are glossy for me, so it's definitely a card that I would be more than willing to get out of this deck as well. Absolutely. Spell Power Grasp, though. One of the most insane cards you can run in a Cerberus deck. I can go ahead and equip this early this time because I was thinking of, in between these 2 duels, after looking at his deck list again, I was thinking about one thing that was making me a little nervous, and it's Gravel Storm. If, let's say, he Gravel Storms us on our last turn while we're going to direct attack with Shooting Star Bow Seal, are we going to lose the farm? This certainly isn't going to brick Cerberus in general. It would just mean we need to play around Gravel Storm. Perhaps use 2 equip cards. Maybe 2. No, you can't use Big Bang Shot because Gravel Storm onto Big Bang Shot would kill our Cerberus. So you have to get a little more crafty than that. But block attack, simply using block attack and attacking directly into one of his monsters solves that problem instantly. Gravel Storm's not a threat at all anymore. We'll have to see. Obviously, you just keep dueling, and if these problems come up, we work together and we bash through them. This is Cerberus. This is a format that I'm showing you guys. It's super easy, it's super cheap, and it's obtainable by literally everybody. Grab one Cerberus from the card shop, and you can build the rest of this deck off of cards you have laying around. That's the best part about Cerberus. It was most people, especially people who've been playing the game for a long time, it was most of their first farm deck. Your very first Cerberus farm. That was it. Get Cerberus from the store and learn to farm. That's what people used to tell you, right when you started. What should I do? You should get Cerberus and start farming. All right. Let's see here. See, bricking both these two gather your minds. Even the fact that one bricks every game, I'm almost decided straight up now I want it out of this deck. Just because I'm looking right now nervous that I'm not going to have enough damage. I want it out. Mind you, it's not even close though. I'm going to blow past the numbers I need. But here is the moment of truth. Are one of these Gravel Storm, and is it going to cause me trouble on this turn right here? Nope. One of them, I feel like one of them probably was it too. So maybe he just isn't smart enough. I don't know. But we're back-to-back level 40s, guys. Use Cerberus. It's an easy farm. It's cheap. Absolutely affordable for everybody. And enjoy it. This looks like the best, one of the best. Not judging the drops or anything like that. It looks like Konami has fixed the roaming duelist, and I'm actually going to enjoy this event. Yeah, thanks for checking us out, guys. And if you are watching this today, I'm hoping to get back to the streaming schedule. You can catch us live at twitch.tv/MasKScarin. I want to invite all of you to join our Discord channel, guys. There's a link to join the Discord in the description down below. That's where the second this patch dropped, a big group of us from the Discord, we were in a voice chat, grinding out how to farm, looking at it, deciding, oh, maybe Unhappy Girl, maybe Cerberus. What's the deck list? We worked together to get the cards for the deck list. It's a lot of fun. Come join the party. The more the merrier. Ojama Overflow. Sweet. Farming them skills. I'm going to be working on an Unhappy Girl, a skillless Unhappy Girl deck that will allow us to farm skills as well, because that's going to be awesome. And that allows us to start getting those skills built up, those drop skills on our GX duelists. Personally, I haven't farmed too many of them yet myself. That's going to be it though, guys. Thanks again for checking us out, guys. And don't forget, stay classy.